Happy Odin's Day. How's it going? Well, I hope. And let's see what the old gods have in store for us for today, shall we? It's interesting because coming up this weekend or next weekend, we have a full moon in Capricorn. And that is that is making us reevaluate some relationships that are in our life and what should stay and what should go. Because let's be honest, some relationships you just outgrow throughout life. Part of the gig. Kind of like, if you move, I'd be willing to bet a cookie that anyone who is watching this has moved at least once in their lifetime. That said, did you take every single possession that you own to your new place? Or did you purge some stuff before you packed it all up and moved it out? Personally, because I've moved a lot for a variety of reasons in my life, but I've purged a lot of stuff with various moves because, let's be honest, you outgrow some stuff. You just do. And that's okay. It's like clothing, your body fluctuates weight and size and whatnot throughout your life. So you get new clothes to accommodate. Same concept. Okay. This is a good way to start the spread. If we get the Two of Swords, we would rather it be in reverse than upright. Sorry, there's a glare. In reverse means that we're taking the blindfold off and we're starting to see what's actually going on around us. Kind of like the concept of Alice in Alice in Wonderland. She takes off the rose-colored glasses and she can see what's really going on behind the scenes in Wonderland. For example, the Queen of Hearts. Seems great that you have a Queen of Hearts, right? Well, everything's red for a reason. Once she takes off those rose-colored glasses, she can see the Queen of Hearts isn't as nice as she originally hoped and envisioned. And that's what the Page of Swords is saying. You're starting to see the truth around you. And most importantly, you're starting to be more truthful with yourself. You're starting to be more honest with yourself about your surroundings. I don't know if this is family related, work related, friend related, but there's a relationship that you're in right now and it's just not serving you anymore. Just like we talked about in the beginning of this video, there are times when your body fluctuates weight. Pick a reason, it doesn't matter. I'm not trying to shame anyone. I'm just stating the obvious truth that your body fluctuates weight. You outgrow clothes. Sometimes they get a little too tight. Sometimes they get a little too big. One way or another, you need to find clothes that fit, right? Right. And that's what the King of Pentacles is reminding us. We need to take care of ourselves first and foremost. Because if we don't, then we can't take care of anyone else around us. That is including but not limited to spouses, life partners, children, jobs. Pick a relationship. It doesn't matter. But unless you take care of yourself first and foremost, you can't help to take care of anybody else. So what is it you need? Do you need a new wardrobe? Do you need a new wardrobe? I'm willing to venture you just need some love and affection. You see here, this cup is runneth over. There's the dove up above with the coin, meaning that someone or something is filling your cup up with exactly what it is you need. Messages of affirmation, regardless of what it is. Or maybe it's just, your butt looks really good today. That kind of a compliment can go a long way in my world, I'm just saying. So whatever it is you need, figure it out so you can start to fill up your love cup. Now, the Queen of Wands is reminding us before you fly off the handle and start telling everybody what it is you need to sit within yourself for a few minutes, okay? Truly, sit down. If you can write it out, that would probably be helpful, and here's why. Because then you can actually go back to it rather than just think it out. And then, wait, what was that thought? What were we talking about? Write it out. Type it out. I don't care. Whatever your preference is. Some people prefer digital, some people prefer traditional. Write it out. That way you can figure out, what are my lists of needs? What are my lists of wants? How do I then negotiate with myself? What am I willing to settle on? Of, this is mandatory. This is the bare minimum of what I need in my life. This is with yourself. This is with partners, love life partners, work partners, bosses, even your kids. And you could have some littles. It's okay and never too early to start setting boundaries. I'm just saying. Because what you're going to do is set solid foundations within all of your relationships, guys. Truly. That's what the Three of Pentacles is. That's like, for lack of a better way of putting it, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost kind of a thing. So like the perfect little trifecta. It's going to be like a me, myself, and I. This is what I need daily. From myself, for myself, from spirit, from my partners in my life, whatever. You have to be the one to decide what kind of a foundation you need in your life, from literally everywhere. And once you get centered and figure out what those needs are, then you're going to start thriving. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is. It's going to put you in that elevated status en route to Empress-like energy. I know, for far too long, there has been this vast divide between masculine and feminine energy. There has been unrest in the collective. But things are starting to change. All you have to do, I don't encourage this often, turn on the news, read a newspaper, current articles, whatever the case may be, and you're going to start to see that the universe is shifting everything back in balance. And that's exactly what the Two of Pentacles is here to say. Things are starting to take a turn to get back into balance, because it all has been out of balance for far too long. Far too long. We're going to start ruling with our hearts, people. That's what's going to get us further than anything. We're opening this up and this up. We've been silenced for far too long, and therefore it's cut all of this off. And that's not okay. There's been a lot of this. There's been too much of this, actually. And we're over it. I know Pluto is in retrograde in Capricorn again, but that's not going to be forever. As a matter of fact, really soon, Pluto is going to transition back into Aquarius, which is going to enlighten everyone that it's time for change. What we were doing, it just wasn't working. So now it's time for something different. And that's what this whole spread is all about. It's time for something different. What do you want? What do you want? Let me know. Put them in the comments. Truly. But you have to figure out what those wants are. And most importantly, what those needs are. And then you're going to start going to your people to say, okay, these are my wants and needs. These are my non-negotiables. Now, bear in mind, some of them are a wish list. It's kind of like when you're going to buy a house situation. You know, you have your lists of needs and wants. What can you not live without? What is a perk? that you're willing to pay a little bit extra for? That's what you got to find out. That's what you have to come to the conclusion of. And only you have the answers, because that's the beauty of this life, is we're all different. And those differences are what make us each unique and beautiful. So what is it that you want? What is it that you need?